Okay, so we should be ready any second now. Just gonna pull Streamlabs on, and then we'll be fine. Then we can start. Hello there, long time no see. Hello, Maxine, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. I forgot to put analysis in there. Okay, so tournament analysis. That should work. Okay, you're doing fine. Good to hear. So first of all, like while we wait and while we start, make a little intro. I am doing this every day for different tournaments. Today is a day dedicated to Mortal Kombat and to Lockdown Throwdown. Lockdown Throwdown was a tournament that was held at the 3rd of June in what's it called, in online, and had a lot of players. I don't know as much on Mortal Kombat 11 as much as I do of Street Fighter 4, but we're still gonna try and make this, informative and so on. So first of all, like, thanks a lot to Falcon here. He's the owner of the footage. Is YouTube is um, on the little bar there. So is you can find him on YouTube as ShavK. And thanks to Infinito Nugi as well for providing the footage. Hello Prebski, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It's a much better day to me for me today and yesterday, right? That I started doing this. On Sunday I've had some pretty bad shit to deal with, so I'm happy. Let's go on then.
History right now, because obviously,
So
like,
they're
I know
going
a lot of people that play
straight
Raidens
into
aren't
it.
too happy with how the
I'm
patching system
I'm
works
gonna
for Raiden.
put the
But
volume a little bit
usually, I
down.
know that when Destiny
Oh, I
comes,
need
like,
to start Epic Pen as well, so we can have it available for uh, visual aids, so to speak. There we go. We can have it here. Let's get into it. Now, just got back from an hour-long walk about town. Weather was great. Barely any people. Nice, nice. I've actually ran out of masks, so I don't want to go out. I've ordered some, but they're gonna take like a few days to come in. I've ordered also a scraper, a baker scraper, cause I bake. So hopefully they'll come together. Anyway, so first of all we have Shiva here. Shiva, new character, introduced in Aftermath here. So this is pretty interesting to see because this was like not long after the release of the game. So let's get into it. So Jade is a character that usually plays zoning, but a few of the variation actually give her quite the combo potential and the trickery as well. Now you can see, oh damn, it's so long that it's actually when you go back a while, even if it's quite, yeah, here. This one, right, is a punish on the 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 up kick, not the up kick, the green kick or whatever you want to call it, right? So the shadow kick, she cancels from the string, and you can actually neutral duck it, but you need to remove the guard. This can actually, if you're ready for it, can go into a big counter it, right, from the D2. That in this game is called Crushing Blow. Now, crushing blows in this game have requirements, so you have to fulfill some requirements. In this case, is basically a counter it, if I remember right. Overall, it's a universal. But one thing to notice is if they do it, the crouching 2 as a counter it, you can only use it once as a counter it. And if they have these bars available, like one, actually it's two defensive bars. So let me remove that. So two defensive bars will allow your opponent to spend them and break away, going down, basically erasing the juggle potential. So that's why the player might not have gone for that. So chooses to D1 to basically take his turn.
Punch the kidneys.
Good stuff right there. Also, can we talk about how incredible?
Okay, so another thing to talk about Jade, if you don't know the game, if you may want to get into the game, when she glows purple, she's activated what is called a what's the name of the move in the game? I think it's called just like a glow or whatever. But yeah, basically this makes her invincible to any projectile in the game unless the projectile is somewhat physical. So for example, let's say Scarlet Tentacle will hit her, because it's a physical body projected, although it's made out of blood. Stuff like Shang Tsung corpse, all this stuff will hit her. But otherwise, she's free to just kind of go in. And this is what it's doing. Like it's trying to use the surprise of the glow activation to just run in and bypass neutral in a way. And goes for the kick, risky, but
Really good. That's why I used it on the background.
was a good read.
These new
So the stomp, this stomp is unblockable. You need to either dash forward on reaction, or dash back on reaction, or jump back on reaction, or jump forward on reaction. But mostly, this is the best way. Like the dashes are the best way to just get out. Really, you can block it, and it takes a while, so it's reactable. So it's not like it's broken or anything like that. Okay, fancy overhead.
Connect with that 4-2. No fear. Let's go. Right
The
in
meter
corner.
burn on the overhead to try and keep it safe. Okay, see how just yesterday, we're talking about neutral jumps to avoid fast horizontal moving options, right? That is something that you can use in any fighting games, and that's the proof. Neutral jumps over that. It can also cover the horizontal kick, of course. So as you can see, you don't even need to jump to dash. In this case, the Jade player basically just walked under it, right? Depending on your walk speed, of course.
Yo, just committing to the full string. We gotta love it. Right there. Becky with
Nice,
the
nice
down low.
interruption.
Punching those kidneys again, trying to make her peace and blood for the rest of the week. Not very fun. And either way,
He tried to neutral jump, see? He was expecting the kick. He was expecting from the run, but unfortunately was a little bit too late because that is a very fast move.
man, I love how Jada just plays the psycho
Stomps.
game, just running in on you.
Oh yeah, what is neutral?
She's playing MK11.
Ooh, that actually doesn't work. So the second hit doesn't hit into the fatal blow, and the whiff actually costed him.
That stomp up the end. Becky taking that first round, which seemed like a really long round as well. But now the glow is active. Oh, the bar's been spent.
Yeah, glow. It's called glow.
Nice choice. Back to two. Oh, goes for the cancel. Again. Equal three.
And now all this pressure as gaps. Like there are gaps, but they require like specialist defense in a way. So like stuff like flawless blocks and so on.
That was perfect spacing right there.
Yeah, very explosive round from One Destiny here.
180 from the previous round. Just One Destiny really controlling the pace. Really, really impressive stuff.
Okay.
I'm actually
Kills
surprised
the
that Josh is
fireball.
surprised that he's #1 seed. Josh, you won the last event.
So when you are against Shiva, right, especially full screen, you basically only want to worry about three things if we have to be precise due to the bar. So one is fireball, of course, but you can duck it, so you can counter that by just crouching down and stop blocking. One is a EX fireball that will burn one of these meters, and that is not crouchable. You have to block. And the other ones are, of course, the stomp. That once again you can dash in, dash back, jump forward, jump back, or walk, depending on which one they are. They can also, I think, meter burn the stomp to make it faster or whatever. But I'm not 100% sure about that because she's a new character.
Did you expect any less?
Yeah, see,
Now
backdash into punish.
that,
On reaction.
She can do her upwards rocket leap.
So you have to be careful with Shiva to just not
She can
abuse
actually
that.
delay it. Interesting fun fact for all of you. 3-4-3, big jump
Teaching
through at
me
the moment.
something.
4-2-1.
Nice.
Ooh, good for the
Playing in
cancel.
KX right here.
And that should kill.
Snapspin.
Oh no,
One more.
it doesn't go
Oh,
into.
back
Oh no, it
Straight
doesn't
to
have the
that
fighter
blow.
blow. I'm looking at the wrong
Oh,
bar.
oh.
So very good from One Destiny
Back 1-2
to adapt to that.
grab.
Jade is a bit particular in this game in the sense that she can run and kind of ignore neutral a lot of the time. She's a
There's gonna be like a bit
she's like she has it as a part of her tool set. In MKX, this used to be universal, you know, so it was different, of course.
So far, the last time we saw something like that was really Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack 2.
Yeah, see,
So
saying the same thing.
there's you know, 3 characters that have been added, but in total 9 variations that do require you know, like lab time essentially.
So keeping
Those
Shiva,
do remain consistent across the
despite
board for
being
the
a new
most part,
character,
but,
sticking with
in
her.
general, like the variations are going to be very specific.
I
There
like
is,
Shiva. She
two or three
has
variations
pretty
per character
cool
as well, in what I've seen.
appearance
Seems
and
to play
personality
playstyle
and
very
backstory and
differently.
so on.
In
So,
variation 1, she has the
and I like the
blade
burly
style, right?
characters often.
It's this one.
And in V2 more centric around the shields and stuff. But you know, we already know what we know about Jade. We see a lot of good Jaded representation. We've had players in the past, you know, people like Shaz, people like Crofty as well, showing that this character is sick, and obviously Basic can't forget about him, although he's been more on the Sindel train recently. But yeah, this is all first to 3, unlike the first Lockdown Throw.
I kind of want to get into MK11 mostly for the netcode. The netcode is good, but unfortunately there are some other decisions that really impact the game. The fact that despite the good netcode, if you go and play a competitive mode, you are forced to play people on Wi-Fi. There is no getting out of it. So if there's a threshold, which I think is 150 milliseconds, if their Wi-Fi at any point in time during this like recognition fluctuates under 150 ms, then you are locked into fighting them, and the Wi-Fi could go up to, I don't know, 300 at any point. So it sucks playing ranked in this game. I absolutely hate it. The tournament was wide. Yeah, no, no. Of course, like Noogie, like I would expect you guys to be like, no, fuck that. Like, absolutely. If you're running something competitively privately, like the community runs it, of course, it's a no-brainer. But NRS forces this, and that sucks. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How you doing, man? Yeah, no, no. I would never imply that you guys run this shit. Like, there's like 200 players. You run it on Wi-Fi. Like, people would have laughed at you. I know you better than that.
Two and then first to 3 in the top 3. This is now first to 3 the entire way through.
Oh, gets hit. The wake up throw.
Yeah, I think like the wake up there prevented him getting a hit. So yeah, once again, that can be ducked, right? See this this follow up. No, we're way too back. Way too much back. Yeah.
Again, man, leave the kidneys
Nope.
alone. Across the board for the most part. E2 more centric around the shields and stuff. Again, man, leave the kidneys alone.
This is so hard to actually get back.
He said, and I haven't seen
So yeah, the forward kick, the green kick can be ducked, but it's risky because she also has normals they hit mid, so you can't exactly just duck them like through mids, no high mids like Scarlet.
Oh, that must have been an
Okay,
accident.
so fireball game. Yeah, okay, Glow is back. Abort the fireball.
The short hop.
I'm not sure why that works. Like, I don't really condone decisions like this, right? Of course, like, depends on how your opponent deals with this, right? But the moment she put the glow on, right, the Shiva player Becky just went for the stomp. If she puts the glow on, a smart player would just put the glow on and just wait for your next move, because you're expecting somebody to want to bypass that, right? And you can do bypass if they're focused on something else, but if it's like this, usually it doesn't work. In this case it did, so props to Becky, I guess.
Holding that stomp, breaking that spine coming down on her.
Goes for a meaty. One Destiny knew it. Golden Blade wake up. 3-4.
Okay, so that's plus and block like that. The double fireball, the X fireball, the meter burn doesn't grant a combo, but is a plus and block. So that's why they went for the extension to try and get their turn promptly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Josh. You're the what's it called? The Yeron Black player, right? You're fucking sick. Welcome to the stream. Is it the same Josh? Anyway, let's go on.
Hey, man, leave the
Thank you for
Indies
the follow.
alone. What did she do to you?
Yeah, yeah, I know him. I'm just checking that he's the Josh I know. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for checking the stream, man. Much pleasure. Um, Speaking of which, do you only play on PS4 or do you have the PC version as well? Because I was unhappy with this game for a while, so I sold my PS4 version, and now I'm only stuck on PC.
Oh, the punch walk almost catches.
Good punish.
Ooh,
Submits
shit.
to it.
GG's.
I'm not
You're
really
not
sure
you're
if you
not
even
like
need
blocking
the
that.
full
You only
throw
play
to use
PS4.
the message
It's fine.
board,
It's
but I
understandable
think,
to be honest.
you know,
That's where the
what's
actual
not
real
this level?
competition is, and you play a very high level, so
That's
I
the
understand that.
board. That's good stuff.
Well, I used to
Point
have
Jade next
PS4,
week,
but the
She isn't
constant
really
like
known
Combat
for
League
having
Wi-Fi
head-to-head
shit
damage.
actually
Oh, there it is.
killed
The blow.
my
That's no crushing blow
my
just yet.
happiness. And I play Scarlet, so also the nerfs that
Oh,
kept on
beautiful
coming
spacing.
before Aftermath.
Oh,
Okay, finds the
stop
low.
string misses.
See the meter burn there, right? So the meter burn here is because the first hit whiffs, right? So you can see the whiff here. Come on. There. That basically tells the player that the second hit and the follow-up is not really as much pressure as the actual dealing like hitting the whole string. So what happens here is that here it doesn't know if you hit confirm from the first, of course you saw that it hit and you can just continue, but it doesn't know if this will hit or not. So it goes to meter burn it to just take the frame advantage and try to enforce his play. So see,
Oh,
Oh
doesn't commit to the
no,
string,
the
misses
end
out on that
flip.
crushing
which
blow.
is understandable. Like it's a very smart choice
Down one
to
again,
make when
giving him kidneys. Now, I'm
when you
surprised
don't know
that
if you can
he's
hit
going for
confirm.
the forward throw because the back throw gives you the Oki.
Nice.
So, going for the forward throw in that situation. Actually,
And he's realized that Beck is not neutral jacking the green kick,
might be a bit of a
basically.
detriment against, playing against Jade, and you're giving her that range.
Meter burns it to get the extra
Again,
corner
doesn't commit
carry,
to
That's
crushing
dead
blow.
damage.
Yeah, like
So
that
one
the
right?
the tool
Waiting for
is
some
strong,
noticeable
but it's not
fade.
this strong.
You gotta wonder at this
So
point. I know Becky
Becky
has been
unfortunately
having
wasn't
a tough
ducking.
time
One
with
Destiny
Shiva,
recognizes
but
it and
you want to feel
burns Becky
comfortable
for it.
using with Shiva and possibly being sent to losers quite early on.
I mean,
You know, that's the big
it
question. You go
depends,
for
right? Because I
Jade.
know that some people have been really waiting for these characters. Like there are people who just don't want to go back to their
We're
original
trying to do
characters
the
that
whole
they played
tournament
against.
today, which is gonna be a
So it's
challenge.
really
But I have
impressive
two
to see how
blocks,
One Destiny's
2 to
playing
5
because I know
p.m.
that
and 6:30
he's
p.m.
not
to
really
whenever I feel
playing
like
in
it. So hopefully we can go through the
online
whole thing.
tournaments or a competitive format much. So this is really like his debut essentially.
Okay,
Right?
so we're gonna try and okay, they're already into the next
I know
game.
he is a condition of gamer sweat, getting nervous. No. Okay, so where is
So that's fantastic production, by the way, guys. Like aside the fact that the tournament is huge and it's sick and the guys know what they're doing, there's also like great production. This looks like an offline major tournament and it's beautiful to see, especially during a pandemic when everyone is like uh, limited to what they can do and where they can go and how they can play and so on. Is that a room transition?
there is a stranger in my house, but right here we have the crucial
Fantastic.
set point for One Destiny over here. Use that command grab. Overhead.
So that's beautiful damage.
Okay, so I already lost the round. That's like how long the footage is. Okay, let's just wait. Courtesy of the boy Falcon, he did all the production himself. Absolute legend. Yeah, no, I know he's really good. Like graphic wise, I used to watch him, used to lurk on his stream and Twitter and so on when I used to play PS4 Mortal Kombat 11 like before Aftermath. So yeah, I'm aware of that.
Say again. There we go. One Destiny being aware, of course.
Also, like at 4 p.m., guys, at 4 p.m., I might just stop for like 5-10 minutes because SNK is announcing stuff. Oh, okay, so I did not lose the beginning of the round. They kind of like they forgot to put it on. Fair enough, happens. Wait, is it first to three? You play first to three on the tournaments, guys. Okay. Well, this is gone, so gonna start our analyzing from the next one. First to three all the way. Whoa, impressive, fun.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Very
I know.
important stuff happening at 4 p.m. There we go, my boy knows. Yeah, like I'm gonna try and find like some. Is there like a stream or whatever about this? Because we can put the stream for like 5-10 minutes, see the announcement, get hyped as fuck, and then we go back to MK. Like this is the beauty. It's fighting games. Love every fucking thing. Get hype. Get excited. Get people in. Love. Spend like time and good words about everything. Fuck division.
Backdashes, wiggly sticks.
Okay, so oh no punish there. Like only a standing one. I try to reset. I think that's reset with a common grab. There is a stream. Good, good.
Yo, we're seeing stomps again. Break that spine.
Yeah, like for Arxis, unfortunately, like I will follow the announcements later on Twitter, but if I do every single thing, this like changes as a stream, so to speak. I just have a little bit of personal interest with KOF and SNK because they've been like my favorite company for a good while. But yeah, everyone deserves attention.
Let it rip.
Damn, wake up, fatal blow, deal with it.
Hit him with the drag.
And I don't know if he tried to contest it because
Let's go.
right when we're gonna look from here, we're gonna take a moment.
Stomps again. Break that spine.
SMT5 announcement. What is that? Okay. So here, right, once the fatal blow will be available, he's dealing with the pressure, he's trying to down one to get this turn back quite desperately, to be honest. Yeah, that is punishable, and Becky was just late. So here, right, the wake up up 3, up 2, whatever he went for, actually gets stuffed, I think. Yeah. And then the fatal blow comes in. So that's like super. I want to get out of here. Remember when we were talking about the mental strength bar and how it drains when you lose interactions? Like the mental strength bar was here. Like this was already gone. This is like get me out of here. I'm a celebrity or whatever. Just like not dealing with your pressure. It's an RPG. Shin Megami Tensei. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know. I know it. I know it. Yeah, I'm not too much into RPGs personally, but I know a lot of people that like them. Okay, so yes, breathing room now is out, or she's out. I don't know the gender of this player. I'm sorry. It just with Becky, I'm assuming it's a girl. So I'm gonna use the she pronoun. Hopefully, like somebody will correct me since they know the community better. Wow. Yeah, I went a little bit too hard on the stomps, getting them really a little predictable. So unfortunately, not too hard for One Destiny to
I'm
adapt.
blaming my microphone. You guys heard it earlier.
Yeah, Becky's a girl, comes to Newcastle locals. That's super good. I was discussing just today about how we need to do better for female players, female commentator, anybody, right, that is female that gets into the FGC because it's fucking 2020 and it's still a predominantly vastly large man environment, like male environment. Not fun, not nice. It's not inclusive. It's not reflective of what we can do as a community.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a new one as well.
Yeah, it is.
Back one,
Okay, so
2,
Cabal
Liu
against
right there.
Liu Kang. Is that Cabal? Yeah, yeah. Because I don't know like some of the new variations. I actually didn't play this game from when Terminator was announced. That's pretty much where I left the game. Not because Terminator was announced, it was just timing because of the Scarlet nerfs and so on. Until now, so some of the variations I don't know. All this like smoke thing with Cabal I wasn't familiar with.
By wanting to maintain some form of patience, of course, playing the spins. Rip, you demon.
But yeah, we're gonna see some. The Buzzsaws are obviously more plus on hit right now. We're gonna have to see. I think Zoom's just trying to control.
So at the moment, there's really just like zoning each other out with fireballs and so on.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Like the flying kick for Liu Kang is super fast. So you can actually at some ranges, if you go fireball into fireball, he can bop you for it. But if you block it, it's like minus 17. I want to say. I don't remember the frame. This is frame data from MK11. So if it changed with Aftermath, I don't know. But it was like pretty damn bad and punishable.
Blind kick. Oh,
Wake
wake
up
up
Here's the
flush.
link to the
Fair
New
enough.
Game Plus Expo
Going for
where
the
SNK
right now.
announces stuff.
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna just put it in my Discord where I can have it at some point, and then at 4 p.m. we'll fire it up for like 5-10 minutes. Give me a sec. Thank you, Prepsky. Very, very kind. So, back there. Okay, cool.
playing
spaces.
Cabal, can you resist the urge to want to wake up 111?
That is a fair point. But right now, both players have
So
to be
with the fireball game between Yukang and Cabal, Yukang basically has kind of a Sagat fireball game, if you wanna describe it as such, because he has high ones, low ones, and then the EX goes pretty here. So it's like high, middle, high for the EX, right? And then you have low, high for the EX starting low. So he has a pretty dynamic fireball game. Where the Cabal basically only has high, jumping like 45 degrees down, and I think he has in some variation at least he has the low one that travels along the ground, and I think it's only meter build, so only EX, so you can react basically to the meter build, burn, and jump it on reaction, right? Or block it, whatever you want to do.
50% health, but Zoom is slowly but surely being itched into the corner. Goes for the buster again. But oh, you know, he was
Questionable gas, yeah.
Oh, I wonder if the gas was the deflect. Can he
was.
deflect?
Zoom called him. I wouldn't say Zoom called him out for it. Like,
Ooh,
hit the button,
6
button hit,
frame mid
and
next
Zoom
game.
takes
Let's
the
go.
first round at the moment as
You
well,
have
so,
to block
there's
those.
a bit of work to do at the
And it's
moment, but
annoying
also
because it
in
puts you
between
like a
the
frame
Zoom
disadvantage,
getting
massive frame
against as well. I
disadvantage,
must
and he
say,
has
I
mix-ups of
really
the
like
safe
the
6 frame
design
mid.
of the
Not
Gas.
really
Really
mix-ups, but
is a dragon.
pressure situation. Let's just say
Yeah, I
that.
think that's the Combat League skin, the
Yeah,
highest
that is
level.
Nice
the
poke.
most
Meter
recent
build.
one that went on, which was
Meter burn,
season
not meter
10,
build.
I believe. Could be wrong about that.
Okay,
That's
meter
another
burns it for the
possible
extra corner
board
carry and
situation locked in at
damage.
the moment. Goes for the grab.
Nice throw tech.
Nice tech.
Oh, the
Read
call
into
out
the
is
custom
so sick.
What a pickup! What a pickup! Damn. I want to see this. Okay, so again. Oh, he has air fireballs as well. Yeah, I forgot that.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
boom.
call out, that
Into
was
the
so sick.
crashing
Oh my
blow.
goodness.
And now you are stuck in the corner. So when he does this string, right, before he gets interrupted, I'll show you. When he does this string, if he goes for the mid instead of stopping, is plus. But the mid has a gap, so it's flawless blockable and launchable with up to. If he doesn't do it and he stops, he's actually like safe, I want to say, at third hit, or I think it's safe unless it's changed. He used to be safe, but minus. So you can take your turn with a D1. You can also, in some variations, cancel this string into a parry. So if you D1, you can actually get buffed by the parry. And you can do low fireball kind of as a stagger, but it's punishable on block because you block low the first one, you stay crouching, and you punish the second one that will come out. So that's kind of the scenario you're stuck in.
Gets checked. Nice throw tech.
Not fun, especially when you can stop and do another 6 frame mid if you don't challenge him. So either you have to challenge him or you have to wait for, yeah, something like that to punish him.
Right there. He's not going to spin the breakaway. Oh, he spins it right there. Gets hit with the amplified gas on the way down, but one more hit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when that, like, this is not an unavoidable chip, right? It's just really, really hard. So what happens here? No, already. Okay.
Hit with the amplified gas on the
So
way down.
here, you can, when he does the EX, you have to pay attention to the bar because you have to know which one is coming. But if you have very good reaction, you can short up this fireball, right? And recover fast enough to duck the second. It's very hard, but it's doable.
One more hit.
And unfortunately, Zoom wasn't ready. Not Zoom, sorry. Spyware wasn't ready for it.
Zoom looking like he's got a really, really clean Liu Kang. I know Zoom's always been a really good player, but the decision making, you know, in some of those aspects, like where we saw the call out with the air fireball straight into the crushing blow, like that kind of presence of mind and understanding, like what the you know, what the Cabal player wants to do in those kinds of situations, really pays off.
For sure. There was a lot of patience being shown as well, and it definitely paid off. There's definitely a form of familiarity from Zoom in this matchup. He's just playing it very smart, very slow, and he's waiting for Spyware to basically, I wouldn't say get a little bit
I want to say I
flustered,
played
but
Zoom.
follow habits that Zoom's
I
clearly
want to say
following.
that he's like a
Into the
Scottish
Cabal,
player,
like
but I'm
Cabal
not
plays slow.
100% sure. I
There's
think he
gonna
was
be a
in
lot of
Edinburgh.
buzzsaws thrown, and Spyware is you know, he likes to throw a lot of air saws, likes to whiff a lot of those air
I think he's an
towards
Edinburgh
buzzsaws.
player.
And it seems like Zoom's
So I
just
might
kind of,
have
you know,
played
weaving
him
his way through
at the beginning, like when I started playing the game.
just to close the space. And the moment he does that one time, it's just he's in there, and it
Oh,
becomes
yeah.
a lot harder for, you know, to deal with in those situations.
No, not Spyware. Zoom. The Liu Kang. Yeah. The Liu Kang. I think I played him in Edinburgh and Glasgow in my area basically when I started playing the game.
It looks like
I
we're
mean,
back to the Soul Chamber once again. So the projectiles at the
Ooh, so smart. This one, mark of a creative player. Right? When you hit this, he's Irish. Okay, then maybe somebody else that I played with a similar name or whatever. But yeah, this one, as soon as he realized, use the flying kick without meter burn, of course, sorry, to just clear the movement there. Because otherwise, if you just run and dash, you're probably gonna be stopping here. But look at the amount of ground he gains. It's just right onto him with frame advantage, nonetheless. So very good.
Ooh,
yeah,
Stagger.
very good. Just using the hit advantage on there to close some gap.
back one. But now projectiles at the moment, definitely a lot of patience being shown.
Doesn't go for it now. Doesn't really need to go in. He has the life lead, as you can see.
Now they did change that crushing blow requirement. Now this is a Mr. Crushing Blow that Spyware used to
Northern Irish, I believe. Okay. Maybe it's been online then. I remember the name for whatever reason.
I'm not really sure, like, because that was a big comeback potential move, like on
It
counter
was.
punish for Cabal players. But in these kinds of situations, I think.
Okay, so they're playing Fireball game right now.
More
Now the Liu Kang player will have to be careful with this Fireball game because the moment, yes, this Fatal Blow comes in, the what's it called? The Fatal Blow that Cabal has is basically he runs on this side, reappears from the other side, and punishes you. A little bit like a Pac-Man mechanic. And of course, if you're fireballing, he can react to that and punish you very, very easily. What a whiff punish. Nice. Breakaway to avoid being killed, but is killed anyway. Now, one thing that you want to consider when you do this, right, is that your meter will still basically replenish slowly at this rate, right? Because of this animation of, you know, them talking to each other, taunting each other, repositioning or whatever. It's not the fastest meter build, but it does recover. So it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
As you can see, it's built almost a bar.
Able
Like, look, that's almost like this 80% of a bar being rebuilt. That's like to keep in mind. It's not too bad to use a breakaway. Of course, depending on the character, the matchup, the interactions, but as a general idea, it's pretty good.
One who's able to pick up on habits fairly quick, but it just
Yeah.
seems like
So the first bar
Shiva
now is
one
replenished,
step
as you
ahead.
can see.
Oh, that was beautiful introduction.
What a whiff punish. Walks back with a big one,
Slam
big
down at the
bait.
moment, just with a forward.
Alright, knockdown. That's a trade he can take. That's a good trade for him. Still keeping the corner, keeping Liu Kang in the corner.
You know, if he catches one good opening, you can turn this around completely.
Still a good trade.
Absolutely. This is still Liu Kang, man. Liu Kang is still a beast.
Yeah, the character can like explode you by basically looking at you, so you have to be careful. And this is like the crack moment. You're cracking here. The moment you do this, you're in trouble.
Trade that Zoom can afford, but beautiful.
Perfect spacing.
Oh, you know what? Doesn't go for the crushing blow. Fairs locks, seeing the crushing blow. Ooh, so we'll grab.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to rack up towards that bicycle kick, and right now he's just going for Oki, playing the strike throw game with strike
Double
throw
throw,
right here.
probably a mid coming now. Ooh, what a pickup. There we go. That's the fatal blow.
And of course, now
Should kill, yeah.
break
No
away and
biggie.
get caught by a fatal blow. It actually does. I'm pretty sure it does more damage now. Bigger punish.
Yeah, I mean the fatal blow scaling across the board has been changed quite a lot, but right here, you know, we are down at 1 round apiece. We do have a great
Wow.
call out again
Just
from
wow.
Shiva, just knowing that you're gonna be in the air for that buzzsaw, just a bit too predictable, and then cashing out in that crushing blow straight away. Now it's crushing blow. You don't see it
And now
too
is like it
often,
sucks
you know?
because once the crushing blow from Cabal is it in the first round, it doesn't have it anymore. Hello, hello, Deadlaugh. Welcome to the stream. It doesn't have it anymore. So this fireball exchange becomes much harder because you don't have the big combat mechanic anymore to put fear in your opponent. So it would just fireball you to death again. Are you going to stream all 9 hours? I'll try. I'll try, meaning I have two blocks, so 2 to 5 p.m. and 6:30 to whenever I feel like I need to sleep or I need to chill. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today, but definitely if I don't finish it today, next week I'm gonna pick it up again. I am like super proud of what Noogie, Jack Sprat, Falcon, and all the MK community has done with this. And though I'm not playing fighting games currently because of reasons, I'm still like super into helping the community grow from this and learn. So yeah.
It's really good to see it being made like use of really efficiently finding a way.
Oh, you won the tournament. Congratulations, man.
Beautiful rollback as well. Literally went through the silver.
Uh-oh.
Or dash.
Had to break.
It seems
Guess
like.
wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is. Okay,
And
now
this is first to
two on
three,
the
so it's
board
gonna
now.
be another
Shiva
match.
carrying a lot of momentum in, but definitely seems like Spyware.
But yeah, I'm doing
getting
this
a bit
basically
bit
all
lost
week
in
for
the matchup
different
that is
games as
going
well,
on,
not
but
just for Mortal
Zoom was
Kombat.
making
So
Spyware
you can
destroy
find
his
like
lane and
the
put them
the
out.
schedule here. You
Become
can
a bit
follow me
impatient.
on
And
at
it does
Gilst on my right to
Oh,
be
now.
informed of
Now,
like when I go to
I can
stream,
imagine
when I go on the stream and
maybe
so on.
Spyware
Hello,
isn't
saying God,
playing
welcome to the
certain
stream. How
lanes
you doing?
anymore.
Welcome
They
back.
just play it a bit differently. So this is first to three
But yeah,
for
I'm doing it
Spyware.
for different games as well. I'm doing it
And
for Samsho. I'm doing
it
for
just seems like
GBVS.
you know, he was in a good situation where he could throw out the buzzsaws and he was able
You
to
mentioned a
sustain
Discord.
like a
Yeah,
good
it's
trade-off
in
from the
my
stage play.
panels
When he was trading projectile slot, he
under the
had the
stream, or
outlet
you can
enough
have
from
it
that
here.
fleet already
Just
that he
ask
didn't
for
really
it,
worry
guys.
too much. He was just able to sustain
One thing that I
that
want to make
smooth
clear,
play.
guys, when you come into my stream, I am not like my goal is not to be partnered, is not to make money, is not to make numbers. So that's why a lot of the time I forget about plugging my shit every like 3 minutes, right? So if it happens organically, fantastic. All the money I make from Twitch has either gone into donation for social causes or into tournaments for the community. I have a job. Like I love my job. I work with kids and I'm studying for another job. So this is just for the community and out of love. That's why I don't plug shit every single time. That's why. I have nothing against people that do it and they want to make this a career. Fantastic for them. Just why I forget to like invite you to Discord or whatever. Did you make your overlay layout for yourself? No, this one was made by a dear friend of mine long time ago, but I did modify some few things because they fitted what I wanted to do a little bit better, and it changed, evolved, and so on. So I'm not a graphic designer, but if you are looking for a graphic designer, Falcon, oh wait, at Falcon underscore is your man. He does fantastic stuff for Mortal Kombat. He's involved in the community, and there's like other people that are involved in the community. At what's his Twitter now? Shen Gaming, Shen Gaming in UK. So at Shen Gaming UK, professional designer as well. Fantastic people that you can support. Thank you for the compliment and for the follow. Oh, somebody else followed. But well, in
The
general,
problem
thank you
is
everyone,
if you
guys.
become too reliant on those
So this is
buzzsaws,
2-0.
you
So
do run into
Spyware
those
definitely
two
needs
big
to
fatal
change
charges that
something. He
Fujin
was
does.
struggling.
Up close, you know, you're
Oh,
dealing with
once
those
again,
tanks
please
really
tell
hard
me if I'm
to really advance the
misgendering
lane for
somebody. I'm
anyways.
assuming everyone is a man. It's just out of
Off
habit. There's
of
no malice
the
in it.
confirm ability he has
Um,
on his strings anyway, they
but I was
really
saying,
allow
yeah,
him to
Spyware
use the 1-2 to be like a 1-2 stagger and a 1-2
was having
recovery.
was having problems
So if you're still
establishing
playing a
the
guessing game, I mean,
The fireball game dominating the exchanges. I wonder if it's going Shang Tsung, the ninja one. Yes. Now this is very very important, and this is quite smart because Shang Tsung has a pretty decent fireball game, and also ways that are not fireball to punish fireballs at distance, right? Especially you're probably gonna see it. He has the transformations into, I believe, is smoke, where it counters fireballs, locks you into the animation, and stomps on you, and it's unblockable. So it's really, really good. So since you're doing this educational content, would you mind if I ask general question? Any single question, every single time. Don't worry. Yes, we are here for it.
By the way, this is our
Questions are more than welcome about anything, really.
Focus of the ground eruption. Gets hit with another grab, unfortunately. What's the Oki gonna be?
Oh, nice. Walks back, doesn't punish though.
A lot of buttons are being pressed at
The
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 moment.
up three fairly fast on recover for Shang Tsung. Okay, meter burn. You have to block that one low. So first it's a high block, and then it's a low block. So the explosion, the meter burn, it's a low block. You know if the meter burn, if the low is coming, because once again he has to use meter. So that's how you know if it's possible or not.
A corpse drop, he exits it. Wants to land that big damage. One
Nice
four
and shimmy.
yeah, Zoom just getting killed
Okay,
at the moment.
nice. Hard knockdown into the corner. Doesn't want to be close though, because the moment you block the mid from Liu Kang, you're in trouble. Puts himself on the corner, in the corner. I don't know if I agree with that. Very, very risky.
When you put against Liu Kang of all characters in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, there's
Plus,
Frames.
okay,
Oh my god.
manages to contest that.
Yeah, definitely the wrong range, and Zoom spending that defensive bar, going for the Shaolin cancel. Checks him. Good blow.
Goes for it.
Okay,
You know that
nice staggers, like nice contest.
Oh,
GG.
pressing like
GG.
free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that-
fatal blow. Like there would be no reason not to spend it.
right.
It's the first round. He can kill from it. He can avoid the breakaway. I don't know what the the what's it called, the situation was. Yeah, like he could have broken away. So
But when Spider
you know what?
pressed, he
When
kept
you have a
saying
chance not to
it's
think,
fatal
don't
fatal
think.
blow, and then Zoom was
Just
very
take it.
fine, understanding that all he needed was that, and then the fatal blow, and it's that's curtains, right? You take the round.
So okay, fireball trades.
Which is very, very
I wonder if is Warlock the one with the
unfortunate for
ninjas? I
Zoom.
don't know the name of the variations. It's about general concept about the situation that happens after the knockdown. What are the options in general that a player can do? Well, in this game in particular, you have a series of options. There's a lot of them. So universal ones, right? Up 3 equals full invincibility, right? Uh, but doesn't launch. So it basically gives you frame advantage if you hit it. Up 2 is your launcher, but it has no invincibility. I don't think even like I think it's also can be thrown, but people that have more experience than me will tell me. So no invincibility, but grants full juggle. Well, skilled damage and skilled juggle points, but generally it's a launcher and sets in juggle, right? Delayed wake up, so you can mess up the timing for like setups and so on. This doesn't require meter. The other ones do require meter. Uh, so both require meter. Whatever. um, Also, you have well, just normal wake up and block, of course. You have, funny enough, neutral duck, so it's just crouching because beats high moves, including throws, and you can crush and blow them, right? You have a D1 wake up, depending on the character and the timing, and if you condition them or not to press buttons because you're waking up with invincibility. So usually it's 7 frames uh, single poke, right? Trying to think. Oh, you also have rolls. Strike invincible but punishable on recovery. Recovery. Um, uh, Not throw invincible. So they can be thrown. So this is basically the wake up in a nutshell. Oh, if you have also 30% bar or less, you have access to a fatal blow. Fatal blow is a sort of a reversal. It has armor from frame 5 universally, unless this has changed in Aftermath. I don't know about that. And does shitload of damage. Like usually 30 to 40%. There's some mini game where you can scale like 1 or 2%, 3% damage depending on the timing, but that's getting way into it. So this overall is what happens on Wake Up, right? There you go. And another thing that you can do actually, but it's quite hard to establish on Wake Up because you need first, like it has startup for you to, I think it has startup for you to flawless block, but I think you can also Wake Up flawless block, which is kind of like parry.
Oh, you better believe that's a pattern.
And you you can basically launch them for a launch on hit with bars, or gain frame advantage, right? The roles here are require defensive meter. That's like, I think, pretty comprehensive of you have a Samurai Shodown matchmaking channel on your Discord that makes me very happy. That's my top 3 favorite fighting game of all time. I said this yesterday in Sodium Gym Discord. Not Discord, sorry, podcast. So yes. Are you happy with this, Cyan God? Do you have any other question on wake ups? That's like how I break it down. I can break down for you. Hopefully, I'm not really forgetting anything. These are like the wake up options. And as an offender, you have your usual meaty, grab and wake up, basically force frame advantage. Say something is plus, you do meaty into plus, and so on. What about your player of offense? What they can do? It's your usual meaty to force, block, and frame advantage. Throws, of course, but they can be duck, right? We said that. Another thing that a lot of, like some characters do better than others is use a D3 or D4, so crouching kicks, right? Kicks, because their hurt box will be massively shrunk to the ground, right? And they will go under, sorry, many up trees, which usually are mids, right? So they usually hit at this height. Um, Under 5 minutes to NG Expo. Yeah, but the SNK panel is not until 4, right? So I was saying usually they go under mids, right? Whether the up twos, the ones that we were talking about here, are actually, they actually have what's it called? An arc that hits lows, but it's not invincible, right? So the D3, usually when you do this, you assume they're gonna wake up with up 3, right? And you can go under it. So you can threaten with D3. If they don't wake up 3 and just block, you get a poke. If they do wake up with up 3, you usually go under. Sometimes you can punish. At worst, you can take frame advantage. That's really it. That's really it. There's like not much more than that. Happy with this? Mm. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. BST as far as I remember with the SNK. Oof, sorry. So I'm gonna erase this now, and we can go on. This is a long tournament.
Wanting to bring back some form of momentum. Oh no, just to break the buttons of 114. That's very, very brave to do.
Oh, also another thing, sorry. Another thing that the attacker can do, they can hard read up 2 or up 3 and just parry, but this is character specific. So if the opponent wakes up and hits them with the parry, they just smash them, you know? Sure, it's just that I was playing some Street Fighter 5, and usually when I try to do something after I knock people down, I get hit. That is because Street Fighter 5 has a problem with what is called active frames. Street Fighter 5 has a game. It's a game with not many active frames, so you have to be very specific on timing to lock people down. Right? There's like 1, 2, 3 active frames. At least when I used to play the Street Fighter 5 in vanilla. I don't know if the things have changed. So it's way harder to lock people down because of the timing precision that you need. And these can be trained, of course. That's up to you to do it.
Yeah, trying to make a hard read.
So getting out of the corner, very, very good. So the big boot here that you've seen is a very good tool, right? But it can be flawless blocked, because when you hit this one, I believe Shang is plus on block. So if they flawless block it on reaction, because there's a lot of traveling time, so you can see it coming. It will anti-air you, because some MK moves anti-air you even though they're granted, but you need to flawless block that, otherwise it will get frame advantage, as far as I remember, unless it's changed once again. I need to get back into this game.
Oh, goes for the big boot. Random skulls.
Yeah, that's basically
Nice. Finds the startup or something, most likely.
Trying to look for an opening.
Yeah, but it seems like Zoom is letting go of his partner.
Yeah, there. Nice. Nice to wait. That was quite telegraphed. See, when there, when he got hit by this, right? He wanted to make up the space again with a flying kick, as we saw when he was fighting Cabal. But the difference is that when he was fighting Cabal, he did this while Cabal was falling down and getting knocked down. Here, he did it in neutral, so it could have been punished if Spyware would have been ready for it. Unfortunately, it wasn't, so it just gets frame advantage, I believe.
A little bit too early.
Yeah.
Oh, that was super brave. We got maybe full screen blind kick.
No fear.
And now he has to take the blocks
no.
against Liu Kang. No fun.
Can't break away from this. He has to hold this. Can see wake up
30%.
fail.
Wow.
You felt it.
So there, we're gonna go back to it.
I felt
right?
it in my bones, man. But very clean game.
Okay. So here we're talking about fatal blows. So you can see that Shang Tsung wakes up, right? He gets his effect, right? This whole like white glow thing. And that means that he has used the fatal blow. Now from frame 1 to frame 4, this is vulnerable. And this armor that he gets is not active yet, right? This like armor from the fatal blow. At frame 5, 5, armor kicks in. So you can meaty somebody and prevent them from doing this. So it's not a true reversal. It's not fully invincible.
Oh, you
felt
felt
it
it.
in my bones.
There.
I felt it in my bones, man. But very clean gameplay right there from Cena.
So Zoom takes 3 games, unless it Mercy is coming. No, Flying Kick is coming. No mercy. No mercy for the sorcerer.
Secretly wins the tournament.
It's in lore.
Secretly wins, yeah. wins the Shadow tournament.
The Shadow tournament, but that means that Zoom will be progressing further on winner's side, whilst Spyware is unfortunately right now sent to losers. Of course, not out of this gesture, as he did play well, but I think it just showed Zoom's familiarity in the matchup, as well as his ability to pick up on habits, which is a really, really good thing that any player can have. It's really, really incredible when I see stuff like that. Because Spyware got called out twice pretty hard when he got
Are we gonna go into our next
anti-aerial
match?
and then followed by the flying kick.
Strike A as
It's Oh Hey Gamers tag right now with the Liu Kang putting his hand on the Great Kung Lao shoulder. What a great homage! But ooh, okay. I
We are
talked
gonna
about
see-
it just a second ago.
the big boy Fujin.
Okay, Fujin is another of the
So,
new
I'm
characters.
gonna say this, right?
From
You
what
guys
I've
think
seen,
Fujin
this
is the
character
most
is
stylish
quite
character in the
like
game so far. Regardless of how they are,
strange and in a way
design,
unconventional,
I
quite
think
like
as
not
far
as
as it goes, like,
as
visually,
immediate
he's
to
just so
play, I would
He
say, as
really
many
is. He's
other
such a spectacle to watch, but
more
man,
basic
I want some
characters,
of that
quote unquote.
Fujin protein powder. Get shredded like Fujin in 30 days.
Yeah, Fatal Infinity wasn't my best work. Were you not focused, Johnny?
Had a boomerang controller on the PS3. Be
Our
thankful for an
stray
options
sheeps to the
button.
wind. Round
Yeah, but I
one.
didn't have a PS3. I had the superior console, the 360.
Wait,
Damn.
Hit with the forward 3-1. Oh, goes for it again. Very brave fucking game right there.
Yo,
Oh,
letting
goes
it
for
rock in the
Yeah,
air.
fair enough. You know what? Okay, let
Yo,
it rip.
Let's rock
Okay,
in the new
so-
Johnny skin as well, which looks
Whoa,
so sick.
this is a variation that I haven't fought, so I
Okay,
wasn't
that was very,
aware of
very
that.
brave.
So the little like camera sets you at massive frame advantage, but I think unless you meter build it, you don't combo from it.
Can hit with some damage.
A meter build it, meter burn it. I have problems
Yo,
with
that
this
Johnny
word.
skin
I'm
is
sorry.
so sick though. I can't even take my eyes off it.
Really clear.
And
It is
Johnny
really
is a heavy rushdown
Really
character
solid.
once he's in, but he has some
good, but it
decent
fails.
option to play fireball
Yo,
games
the
and
reversal
keep
fatal
away and
blow,
so
let
on.
it rip.
Maybe
And
no,
yes,
feels-
just
maybe
want
he
it
feels
out.
in his bones.
You felt it in
This
his
is
blood,
risky
you
though,
knew that this
because
was the time to use
he's
it.
definitely not gonna
Listen,
kill,
some
right? Grants
really-
good damage, grants gets him out of the corner, a lot of reward, but this option right now, the fatal blow is gone for the whole set, and this is round one. So if you bank on this, you want to bank most likely to win the round, like to close with it. That's usually what most people do. But okay, let's see if it pays off for him.
hyperactive stuff. I can only describe it as that. Ooh! We're seeing
Okay.
a lot.
What is going on?
What is happening?
He's on missions. He must
This
go
was
as
great.
planned
Oh, that
and
would have been
needs
so sick.
And right now he
It's
loses the
caught by the
round,
back
so already
three.
terrible position to start
We're
a set
seeing-
with.
we're
You
seeing some
need
aerial
many
movements.
times to think of the big
You know what?
picture, especially in a
Whatever. If it
first to
works,
three
it
set.
works. If it's not getting punished, you can get away with it. There it is.
Okay,
Gets
gets
landed
a
out here.
crashing blow.
Don't you just love it? Getting... Oh, he went for the KD.
Gamer is 110%.
Okay. Oh no, you actually combo from it.
For, like,
You did not
crushing
meter
blow
build that,
damage.
meter burn
He's
that.
going
So
for the forward 4-3, and if you land that twice and it gets hit
Yeah, just
block,
the overhead
oh my God.
punishes.
Yeah, it gets.
With
This is
the air
fucking
tatsu.
lucky.
Yo, this is what we want to see. Give
actually,
this
let
guy
me
a
have a
jump
look.
and crack
Did he
forward.
meter burn
Feel
that?
here.
Maybe he feels it in his
Tatsu. Yo, this
So I
is
want to
what we
learn
want.
as well. Like I haven't really played against this character
that
this
was really
much.
Murder, She Wrote,
Oh
man.
my God, feels
Fear.
it. Maybe he feels it in his bones.
He
Maybe
felt
he
it in
feels
his loins.
So hard
He's
to
on
get forward, like-
missions.
So that-
He
this
must
was
go as
great.
planned
Oh,
and
that would
needs
have been
it.
so sick.
Oh, but
Let's
gets
go
caught by the
below.
back three. We're seeing
We're
seeing some
every
aerial
string
movements.
no punishes. You know what? Whatever. If it works, it works. If it's not getting punished, you can get away with it. There it is. Gets landed
This
out.
sucks.
3-1.
Don't you just love it? Getting... Oh, he went for the KD.
So yeah, he did meter burn it. So he comboed from the meter burn version.
Crushing blow damage at the moment. He's going for the forward 4-3, and if you land that twice and it gets hit
Yeah,
block,
just the overhead
oh my God.
punishes.
This character
it's
like
good.
flies
With the air
around.
tatsu.
Now, this is like quite particular because there are not a lot of characters that can make this giant like airspace their way of playing. Like it doesn't get really used that much aside from jumping 3, jumping 4s, all the universal jumping. So against a character like Fujin, for example, Scarlet has standing 3 that hits up here. It's like a big cracking whip and hits up there. So, but that is like quite specific of Scarlet, I would say. Not a lot of characters have a universal answer for this air movement. And when he starts doing that, and he goes like forward, navigating the space, many of his tools actually make him stop at like different times. So he can either like stop forward and come from this angle, he can stop behind you and go back on you. He can navigate all the way, fall down. He can navigate until you fall down. So it's quite confusing to fight as a character.
Yo, this is what we want to see. Give this guy a jump interactable and an aerial-based normal. He's gonna let it rock. Let's go.
And also depends on the different variations, of
No need
course.
to duck right there. Ah, there it is.
Water with
This is the
punish.
most influential Fujin gameplay I've seen in my life so far.
It's very enthusiastic, I must admit. I'm really enjoying
Couldn't
it.
have picked a better word.
Uh-oh, game is now put in the corner.
Oh, that up two was definitely meant
Okay,
to anti-
so this is particular of Johnny, right? Gonna look at this. This is
It's very
important.
enthusiastic, I must admit. I'm really enjoying
Couldn't
it.
have picked a better word.
Uh-oh, game is now put in the corner.
Oh,
So what it does here is activate the Fatal Blow, which will be gone. But Johnny's Fatal Blow can be cancelled to allow him to actually extend his pressure at the cost of the Fatal Blow. So it doesn't go into an auto animation where it hits, does the combo, blah, blah, blah. It can be cancelled and is an extra extender that doesn't hurt or doesn't use this meter. Of course, this is much more viable because you only get this once a set. But in general, it's quite like it's not a universal thing to be able to do this. Some other characters may be able to do it, but
Keep it all unbreakable as well. Oh,
damn.
that damage!
When they say all unbreakable, they mean that the character is firmly grounded, right? And is not getting juggled like this. This is like the last hit kills, doesn't matter. The moment they get juggled, they can use both of the defensive bars to fall down and avoid being juggled. So keeping a combo unbreakable means that you're trying to avoid that.
But that was really murder she wrote,
Oh
man.
my god, that was so flat. That damage.
That was
savage.
that was the funniest game I've seen so far. with with all the jumps and
Jumps
the spin
and
kicks.
tattoos and flying. This is why we asked for him.
This is why we wanted the elder god of wind is here.
Oh.
Oh, good lord, man. I need a moment to catch my breath after that.
That was remarkable. I gotta admit, that was pretty remarkable. But game right at the moment looks like, oh, we're gonna see some Shang Tsung, some Soul Eater Shang Tsung.
Yes. Now I know that.
Maybe Game
One
of
game.
did this to put on a
So
real
Shang is coming into play.
Oh,
which I think he
God.
definitely succeeded in.
If we see a 4-throw brutal, that's when I just retire. It's all over.
So shapeshifter, I think this is the
I just vibrate it
the
up
variation
and
I
I
was
just
talking
rename
about where I was
myself
expecting the
Shab
counter to the fireballs.
Oh god.
Hey, Foul, you're really good at art, right?
Oh no, please no. Yo, rocking that aftermath.
So yeah, that's the animation for the fireball counter. When he does this, if you hit him with a fireball, right, he will teleport from here, right, to on top of you, and this is unblockable, and you cannot move. So you have to not throw the fireball if you don't want to get caught.
I almost said holiday sim. The aftermath.
Unless you have
Yeah, the
fully
holiday
recovered
sim.
from the
It's so
fireball, then you
simple.
can move. But even
It
then,
is-
it's
I
very
really
hard
like
to
the color
avoid.
Game was actually gone for. Oh, goes for the hurricane kick. 4-2-1. Down one. Awful lot of pokes being
Good
shown
defense
at
coming
time.
out. Good.
Okay,
Oh,
that
that's right
pickup.
there.
This move is really, really good. Super stupid in my opinion. Because when I see the startup of it, this one, yeah. This like picks up at range. So right at the moment is an extension, but many people do it raw because it kind of hits here and it picks you up from the air as well, right? So it's basically like a giant hitbox, and it is unsafe on block, but it's hard to punish at range. So very, very good tool.
Defense coming out. Good. Oh, that's right there. Soul lips down to that down two.
Oh, a little bit of a crushing blow requirement. It's a snapshot.
Now there is a very tight fuzzy as well with Soul that
into
point
the corner.
red slide as well. Wonder if Okay Gamer's gonna be letting that rock hit the flawless
The flawless
Right
block to
there.
punish
Uh-oh.
the hop from the
So damage
crouch
from Sack.
D3 from the D3.
Ooh. Is that
That,
all
that okay,
drops?
that is the what I was talking about. That is an up 2, right? So when he wakes up, right?
Ooh.
Johnny goes on top here, like jumps, because he wants to avoid the up 3 that basically it's at this like height, this range, kind of this angle, right? Or universally. The problem is that Shang wakes up with the up 2 that actually chases this and hits him and causes the juggle. See? That's kind of the idea.
Up two. Fair enough. Brave stuff. Because the grab, once again, put in the corner. This is just what you do not want to be against Johnny Cage.
Okay,
fair
opening
enough. You know
into
what?
the
Goes with that
corner.
one
This
poke
is
into
really
his
hard
leg.
because in Mortal Kombat everything chips, even normals. So
Okay.
you cannot be
I've never
touched.
seen anyone both finishing that string. Gets clipped at the
I
bottom.
tried to go for the
Unfortunately,
counter
doesn't get the
instead of
carry
like
time.
crouching
That was a
to
shame.
try and get maybe the art
Few frames
knockdown in the
quicker,
corner and
that's
so on, but it
definitely
didn't work for him.
Oops, I won definitely going for projectile right there.
Wow,
the commitment to
navigates
finishing that
through it.
string is something spectacular. 'Cause of course
Okay,
that
so
is
that's the breakaway we were
super,
talking about
super
before.
minus if it wins. And of course, you can neutral it because it doesn't projectile by the end of it. Oh no, once again in the corner. Jab. The string.
The combos from Johnny Cage are
Goes for the
so
meaty
long.
as well. You know, that was actually really smart from Flair, because of course, Gamer did not have any defensive moves at that time, but getting clipped by everything under the sun at the moment.
Yeah,
See, that
and you, of course, as an attacker, you want to look at their what's it called? At their defensive bar. If they don't have defensive bar, just meaty, because like there's no reason not to really,
flip kick.
2 on Flair.
unless they delayed wake up.
Yeah,
But most
that
time,
was,
if you do a string, even their delayed
just didn't
wake
wanna
up
get
will
caught in a situation
be
where he's
waking up
blocking too
onto a
much.
meeting.
I think we have a friendship. Yeah, we do!
Yeah,
Lol.
let's go.
Let's dance
It's
it.
it's without the music because I didn't enable the music.
That's really good. You know what? I'm all up for seeing all the friendships today because I have not had a chance to see many of them at all.
Yeah,
so-
this was like right after release, so
Go.
not many people had seen the friendships yet. Gonna go back. We're just gonna say that the startup is here at the start of the game.
He's wearing
Yeah.
that RuneScape NPC skin in the
Okay, well,
Goku colors.
Lol.
I'm feeling because we've been seeing Gamer go
Okay.
like
Also, there's interactables in the game if you didn't know.
Gimme
So you can
stuff.
throw like part of the stage or
Oh,
jump
so
on,
teleport.
stuff. And they are important because, as you have seen with the last jump with Johnny Cage, right? Okay, let me go back. Right, we're gonna look at this. That's the first one. Now, when you're standing on this particular thing, generator, I believe, in this stage, you have an advantage positionally because you can basically have this big lip go over a fireball and punish with a jumping 4, jumping 2, whatever you can do at that point.
gimmicky stuff.
See, but as you can see, the Lao player either spotted that or wanted to force his teleport and just went out. It's like, nope, not doing this. Probably it probably like reacted to the jump with the meter burn hat to teleport with it. That into meter burn. No, I think that's a meter burn teleport. So the decision was already made. But yeah, very very smart, very interesting, and kind of it adds to the possibilities that you have. Otherwise, you don't have that range to make the big lip.
In his way and definitely having a lot of fun here for sure. The kick, so down 1, 2. Oh, down 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Down 3s.
Ooh, the whiff
Yeah,
punish with the
let's
dive
go.
kick.
these are gonna stack over time. But at the moment, I'm just itching his way, and of course, this is where you put against Johnny.
You can duck the second, if I remember right, after blocking the first. Maybe not at that distance, but in general, when he does the double
once
fireball,
again.
you can neutral duck the second and punish it
Stuff.
on block, of course.
Oh, here's the grab. Get in the corner. Flet is also slowly but surely coming down.
Ah, okay. Activates
Oh,
the
the call out.
double hat, but gets crushing tooth.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that
god!
was sick.
Flet, what the? Oh!
Damn,
That was a nice
the
confirm
extension
right
on
there
that
from
combo.
Flet.
But yeah,
That
he
was a
used the
really good
fatal
call
blow
out. Flet gets
cancel
pressure
to.
blows, though. Gets the round.
Wait, it keeps it?
Oh.
I don't think it keeps it,
that?
does it? If he cancels it.
Oh. Stuck on.
Okay.
There's a grab. Fair enough. Got in the corner again.
Up two.
I am surprised.
He wasn't
that Flet's not
challenged, so he
bailing
got
out.
launched,
Game is
but
done behind
unfortunately
his
not
head.
ready to actually confirm that.
Catch, by the way. You can see it again.
There we go. The wake up down 3. Gonna confirm it right there. It gets the bar. And
Okay.
the dive kick early
Okay,
enough.
now we're there into
Even though that armor
fireball
pops out.
territory. Now the fatal blow is available for Lao, and Lao can clear basically, I want to say, this amount of range very fast with the armor, with the fatal blow. So he has to be careful with the fireball game where he throws the fireballs from.
Oh, it's
Here
clipped
is
right,
fine.
unfortunately.
Yeah, look, it was trying to go through it. It probably wouldn't have hit considering the range.
Tried to let it rip with the
But you
fatal
have
blow,
to,
but
like,
didn't actually
be
manage to get
careful.
it out in time.
True that.
Yeah, I mean, Flet doesn't have to do anything else in this situation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and Flet takes it pretty convincingly there for sure. And no friendship
3-0.
this time,
3 characters have been
unfortunately, but that is
swapped,
GG's
so to
skin as
speak,
well.
in
And it
this
looks so good.
in these
Oh, he had to pick
sets.
this one. That was so
Oh, it's
cool.
so good.
Oh, that's so good. Flair, I love your choice. Really
Lol.
good stuff. But GG's and Gamer, thank you for popping strength for the 1-1.
It's set.
Ooh,
but
a
looks like we're
Baraka
going to
mirror.
get Ertal
Interesting.
Carson mirror match going on here.
Yeah, that's the stuff I love to see.
It's like slashing at
Sorry,
each
let's
other.
see Fusion though for you guys, Shauna and Napier. But yeah, you guys are gonna be on stream just after.
Yeah, we do apologize in advance, but hopefully this will all be sorted out slowly but surely. We have a exact mirror match going on right now as well. So that's why I paused in the middle. Of it.
Yeah,
It's kind of
also like same
we are
variation, I'm
definitely going to see
assuming.
mirror match Marauder. Ooh,
Yeah,
wait,
both
wait,
Marauder.
wait. One, 2.
This is gonna definitely get one out.
Yep.
Oof, the D2. But see, right now, this option is very, very good as a confirm. You basically hold the button most likely to get the choice between crashing blow and non-crashing blow, and it's very good because the bars are empty, so he cannot break away from this. He has to eat the whole thing.
Ooh, what a way it started off. And Protana has to hold this as
Meter
well.
burn,
Having
all the
breakaway.
launch,
Cash out!
crashing
Oh my
blow.
God.
Look at the damage. That was like a good 45%. Yeah, 48% damage. Damn. That's how
big
you.
damage as
That's how
well.
you make like
That's a
the
lot of damage. What a strong
the universal D2
Ooh, gets put down.
work.
Gets finished straight.
Like, you know,
For the
get the
one.
payoff.
1-2 to the grab. Big jump for the 1. Oh, you know what? Wise
Just
choice.
did it.
Damn.
Yep. Takes 1 touch at his interlander. Ooh!
Oh,
Oh wow. The
waiting.
fishing
Wow,
guard
just
for the
outside range of those down
D2,
twos.
Throw away this match.
and there's a kill.
Shimmy before shimmy.
Yeah.
No! That is a shame. That is a shame. That's a crushing blow gone. That's 2 crushing blows gone very, very early on. Pro Stunner definitely bringing things back right now. Let's hit the back 2 though.
I mean, Pro Stunner is the
Okay.
egg.
Breakaway gone.
On top of LARP.
And now the breakaway on the other side to contain the damage.
And I love Baraka.
Lol.
The down
D2
two, we held it for a
again.
little bit as well.
Yeah.
See, I confirm, no bar to break
Okay.
though.
7-4. Down 1.
Full damage.
This is
Crushing
damage.
blow.
Tick time.
1 defensive meter though, so he could have woken up
Feel free
up
to see the
3
fatal
or
blow,
up
just-
2 or
just
whatever
block, just
for
rip
rolls.
Like that, but taking these blade spark trades, not really gonna work out for you. Gotta be
Yeah,
more careful.
So, but gets
Yeah,
hit by
the
the
chip.
drop anyway.
Can't
Got
do anything
brutality.
there, right?
No, just holds on to it instead. Fair enough.
I think you can block, you can like flawless block the
Really
knee
good stuff right there, but
when they're
Shane
coming in
Hovelot
into up
really
3,
did
but it's
well
pretty
in that
hard.
first round, cashing out huge amounts of damage, but it just seemed
I mean,
like
that's Marauder Baraka for you, isn't it?
yeah, Pro Stunner was just able to maintain his composure, really itch his way in and make his hits count. He used the crushing blow mechanic in a very, very smart manner. Unlike me, who just has release check on.
You don't even have the thing enabled where you have to hold the button. You don't even know when you're spending the crushing blows.
That's one round up to Pro Stunner at the moment. Shut up, chat. And then we're going. Southlock has a bit of work to put in at the moment. It definitely seems like he knows his stuff, but we saw a lot of down twos right there. And you must imagine to Pro Stunner, that's a free down two crushing blow essentially. So he's got to keep that in mind. And
Yeah, you
Southlock
know, I mean,
shouldn't be throwing that out too
making
much.
mistakes against Marauder.
Okay.
I mean, even in the Marauder mirror match, like it's just I feel like this is a very honest mirror match in the sense that both characters have tools that can exploit each other, but they both also do like a literal truckload of damage. So,
A liberal truckload of damage. I like the
really,
expression.
it's just it's a classic mirror match, isn't it? Like
It really is. It really, really is.
you gotta be real careful because the moment that the first
Ooh,
person
the
gets
big
beat over,
whiff,
say,
crashing blow.
like over here.
That's the standing one
See a
though.
breakaway.
Yeah.
Confirms that poke gets both defensive bars out.
But still, now you
if
gotta block.
Roper gets opened up by the auto shimmy or gets opened up in some way, it's gonna be really, really bad for him.
So the sweep gets hit with the down forward one.
Oh, gets shimmied.
Oh,
Can't break it, so that's gonna be the
Damn.
round.
yeah, they have to hold it.
Damn.
Ooh, Rocky.
Not much to say there really. It was playing really
That's actually
well.
really
It was
cool.
keeping his like pokes staggered to keep the frame advantage, walking back and forth to try and bait
Round
things.
one,
Very
we've seen
good.
it. Oh, the down three under it. Good stuff. Oh, the flawless block. Great stuff. This is
Damn.
gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Oh, he's gonna cash out on it. No, goes to the top drop instead. That's 40%. Oh, big jump three.
Okay, into the
Round
corner
six,
though.
going to work with.
Extension.
Oh, we see a breakaway.
The breakaway is
Oh.
there, but you
know, I
can't
think
break the
very
next one,
wisely
so
Marauder
don't get
not
hit.
having an armor break.
You know, Pro Stunner's keeping an eye out for that big chunky down two. Yeah, there it is.
Now, the liberal use of the neutral duck into up two in this matchup is because a lot of the approach for Baraka is a double high. The standing one, or back one. I don't remember which one it was. So that's why they're using it a lot.
It is. Projectiles
There
getting-
is like
Yeah, it's like
logic behind
doesn't
it.
really need to go in, but he is. Like, it was a good forward throw, but you know, Rocket doesn't really get anything, but with the back towards the corner, you have to see what
Oh,
he does.
punishable but hard.
Oh,
Yeah, now this move, right? The fact that it goes like up, and it shifts the hitbox back and forth, right? Makes it so when you try and punish it with something that physically moves you forward, you risk a lot. So what you want to do to try and punish that is, well, of course, the timing to try and wait for it to finish, but it recovers fast. But mostly it's trying to shift your hurt box back while moving your hitbox forward, and that's pretty hard, especially when you're cornered.
holds it.
Commits to it. Right, so although oh no, that's gonna be dead. It's gonna do breakaway.
That is over,
Yeah,
even
Yeah,
though the break
to
is coming.
D2 anyway,
That was
picks it
really
up.
I
You
mean,
get reduced
missing
damage on
immediate
breakaway,
response
but didn't
disaster
matter at
was
that
just delayed
point.
to wake up buttons, and Pro Stunner actually just able to take that round, regardless of whether he could break or not.
Now, one thing that we do have to keep in mind is really like the wake up system in this game is very, very much so unique. Like the wake up buttons, laid
That's
wake
an
up.
interesting thing to call it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But the reason why I bring it up is because an interesting comment that was presented before me was actually by Josh TQ, where he says he'd rather just happily back off from the opponent and not have to worry about it at all. So,
Yeah, very true. And Holly as well. Thank you very much for the gifted subs and the
okay.
sub for 2 months. Much, much appreciated.
interesting. Okay, we're gonna see some Robocop. This is the first
Yeah,
time we've
Bobo Bop, let's go.
you know, we've actually seen each of the DLC characters now. We got Shiva in the very first round, and then of course we did see Fujin in the previous one, and now Robocop.
Yeah,
This is
man.
variation 2 Robocop as well, so be prepared to see someone getting shot in the dick.
Okay.
Damn, man. Shot in the dick. You give love.
Okay.
that
Robocop also one of the
Oh,
other
God.
new characters of Aftermath. I don't know anything about this character, so sorry if it's not going to be too informative. I have yet to fight this character.
I wonder if he's gonna just go for the hard zoning, or if he's gonna keep him away. He's playing Prime Detective. So this is the variation.
I find it fun that
Tends to
Baraka
play-
still like bites him
play,
despite being like full
Oh,
metal
no,
and full
no,
android.
there's a forward 4-2. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Oh, good
Yeah.
hard choice.
At the moment, that pro stand are really dominating.
Baited him.
Away,
Oh,
like
shit.
baits the reversal. GG's.
Oh my god,
Round 2.
Big damage for little effort. This is how Baraka works. The moment you make a mistake, he can hit you hard if the player is ready for it.
Really does.
Okay.
Low gunshot.
No, it's gonna try and zone him away. You don't want Baraka
We see
close.
a lot of projectiles going on at the moment. Oh, nice. Oh, commits to the forward 3-2-2-2-1-1-1. Yes, I remember that.
It's a long. Uh-oh.
Forward,
Still trade the hit, though.
That's a trying to shoot him out of it. Oh
Oof.
man.
Sky anti-air.
Pro stunner. Nice
Throw
throw.
tech, though.
Jump free. Goes for the forward 2-1-2, I believe that is.
Oh, the
His
challenge.
1-2-1 and his forward
Okay.
2-1-2 are really,
You cannot break the other
very
way.
hard to tell.
Oh, doesn't go for the whole like mash on the thing. Maybe didn't want to extend it because of the range. Oh no, he didn't have the bar, so my bad. Fair enough.
This is exactly what Hufflepuff needs right now. To
Didn't
round it.
hold it for the.
Don't forget, you can blow up his balls if you time it right. To the forward 4-2. Stop.
And next touch will kill from both sides. There you go.
Nice
Yeah,
counter.
confirms into fatal blow.
Oh,
You cannot break that away. It's fully grounded. It goes into a full animation.
cannot
Very good
actually
choice.
break it.
No, rip.
Q. Next game.
Are we gonna see a friendship, or is this just gonna finish it quickly?
Yo, but I love Baraka's friendship. Have you seen it?
I have not. I haven't
You
seen a lot of
haven't?
friendship.
Oh,
I
dude,
have,
it's so good.
but very good stuff from that pro stunner. Taking it pretty clean over Hoplop right now, but not out of this just yet. Not out of this just yet. But man, that was a really, really clean Baraka play. Really, really clean.
All right, and the next set we are gonna have on our hands is gonna be between Shauna and Ed Napier.
But you mean Shauna?
Yeah, Shauna, yeah.
Shauna. See what you've
Or
done?
as she
See
likes to
what
perceive
I've
it, me
done?
saying Sean. Dude, I don't even say the name Sean. Not unless I'm playing Heavy Rain. That's the only time. That's the only acceptable time. Sean. Oh my god. Yo, that's how I'm gonna refer to you now, Shauna. This is the life that you've chosen.
Okay.
Cop against Nightwolf. This is truly the fanfic we live in now.
This is why wasn't Robocop in the story, bro? What the heck?
What comes in and shoots
Alright.
Chronica. You're
For
coming
real,
with me.
right? For real. Absolutely no cap. Nightwolf was sick in the story.
Really cool.
He was sick.
This thing, the SNK thing leaked. Okay. Well, we're just gonna wait half an hour more and get the actual announcement, right? There's no point looking at the leak at this point. But thank you for letting me know.
This character is just dope.
I haven't seen it yet, so
Oh, they're letting the intros rock.
Also broken your people's laws. Too many times he has defiled the Matoka. He must be held to account.
I love how they're agreeing with each other, but they're fighting each
yeah,
other.
exactly. There's like
They're like, we are both good guys. Yeah, I'm not sure.
okay,
if,
so
Ed
Nightwolf
Napier
is
made
another
that
character that I
celebration
really
summon.
like. It's probably like my favorite classic character from say MK3 or MK3 and so on. So I considered playing him at some point when I was having trouble with Scarlet. I never did, but I know a little bit more than say new characters like Robocop and
As
so
well,
on.
you know, they get
So this thing reflects
um,
projectiles. That's why Robocop gets hit, and it can stay long out. So it's pretty good to anti-zoning. See?
Holding those reflects, really just trying to fish for those projectiles, but the Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, boom.
Shot a flawless block
the
the other way
the,
back. We
the
got
thing
Fujin.
is to remember though, right? The travel time of a projectile forward and back with the reflect actually gives time to the opponent, depending on the projectile speed, startup recovery, etc., to duck down on reaction. So against a Nightwolf as a Scarlet, I used to throw my projectile, right, which travels pretty slowly, recover, then walk forward and duck basically like in this area, right? So it wouldn't be the much of a problem with it. Is the fact that you have a reflect doesn't mean that it's going to work. It depends on the interactions and
Shot
depends
over
on
here.
how
That is a
the
mid-projectile
players,
low
you know,
profile, that is easily
play
achieved
with
by
each
pressing
other
low.
and adapt to each other.
Another sweep.
So
Again,
double
the
low.
forward four.
Oh, because of the back two bop. Oh, everyone. Do this low.
Robert Copper here to lay down the law. Uh-oh, 4-2.
Damn.
Bear tracks.
Oh,
Oh! No!
what a block on the fatal blow. He realized that he dropped the combo, didn't want to enforce the frame advantage, which he could have
But I do
enforced.
like the idea,
Blocked
you know,
the
breaking that
fatal blow
situation,
and
it was
takes
just
the
like-
round from it.
Yeah,
I know,
you know,
mate.
try to get the guaranteed kill.
Damn.
Look,
See?
Lomax and
Like you can
Norton's
still
combat
crouch
happened
under it.
in the back
So
line,
at the
hanging from
at the
ceiling.
range, like at the range where they are now, it becomes more viable to deflect, but it's also harder because you have to cut your reaction timing or your read had to
That
be
sounded
really on
way
point, right?
darker than I expected.
You're not wrong. There we go.
Beautiful
knockdown.
stuff. Oh, I love watching this variation.
Spare tracks is so much more viable now as well as a confirm option.
It really is.
Oh, tried to get it, just didn't hold it long enough.
Down.
Good block in the overhead.
Mistake as well.
Okay,
Oh,
nice
shit.
block, the punish, and that should be it.
I respect it.
Yeah,
but
no bars to
not
break out
today, my
either.
friend.
So 1-0 for
Good stuff from
Napier,
Napier
very
at the moment.
dominating over
Shona
Shona.
definitely seemed very comfortable in that first round, but I think it's a case of once you're put in a corner, especially when you're working with a new
Yes.
character, you're kind of learning
Such a
said
cool
character
character.
as well, and your opponent's familiar with their own buttons. They kind of mash and press buttons on you. Gets quite difficult. What the hell is this character?
Yeah, this is
there you
to Katana.
So we're Kitana against Nightwolf now. Now Kitana has a better fireable game than Robocop. Like Robocop, in this particular situation, I believe, and also she has much more scary up close. And the fact that the game has just been released might mean that it's Shauna's main rather than Robocop being the main.
Katana right there, not allowed to reflect this.
The Rising fans again, gets the downward spoke. Nice, we're gonna see a lot of those fans, I feel. Oh, gets clipped with the overhead.
Okay.
Good stuff, expecting the breakaway. The moment.
Yes, the
fully
punish on the
seeing
deflect.
that
She
move.
does have that in
Jump
this
into that
variation.
big
This should be like,
kick.
I don't remember what it's
Flip
called,
Melina.
Ibor, Night Tower, something like that. But yeah, she has basically some of the Melina's moves
Giving Napier the impression that she wants to throw the fan.
with the Sai and so on.
Yeah, but going for an input right there.
Wow.
But this
Another
is very
one.
scary. You do not want to get
You can see though, like one thing that this match is screaming at the moment is eye pace. Right?
Ooh, you better believe
And when
that's a pattern.
this becomes a thing, right? When like you have this situation of your opponent wanting to put this like high pace pressure onto you, you have two choices, right? One, play as high pace as them, but accept you won't have time to consider options. Or two, play reactively and enforce the value of your passive phase. This means, right, when an opponent is going full like crazy, you want to go as crazy as them and basically enforce your option, but accept that like some shit might happen and you're gonna be in a terrible position. Or I have the arrow, so use the arrows. Or play reactively and enforce the value of the passive phase. This means that the moment you block and your arrow blocks done, you know they might be doing some wild stuff that is reactable, right? Because they're not slowing down. They're not taking time to stop the game and go back into neutral, go back into a situation where you can consider your options. So stuff like the teleport into the dive can always come, and if you're just ready for it, you can do stuff like either block and crouch the side that comes at this like height, or just wait for it, flawless block and launch them. So you have to be mindful of what the pace of the match is and how that affects the decision making.
There is active frames. Oh, very, very patient from Napier. Goes for the cancel. Gets clipped.
Good
The trains as
challenge,
well. Oh, catches that one.
Yes, the meaty to
Right back.
avoid the
Fatal
fatal blow
Yeah,
activation.
flat down.
Good.
Napier takes it. Very, very close for both players right there.
Napier probably like wiping the sweat straight off of his eyebrow, like, oh god damn, I'm so glad it's 8 frames started.
We're seeing a lot of 1-1 shimmies at the moment.
8 frame is very, very fast in this game. It's basically like almost equivalent to a jab.
Grab. Coming up from space at the moment. Goes up the side, the other side.
Oh,
Nice!
goodness.
What a call out.
Oh my
Rolling
god,
straight
that-
forward with a
that's
combat
straight up.
roll.
That was so quick.
Okay,
That's
so
fair
if you
tracks.
crouch it, she doesn't have the side to stop you. She doesn't meter burn the side to basically gain frame advantage of the dive.
Good grab. Good
Nice.
stuff at the moment. Definitely brings some momentum back.
Still got a little bit of a life deficit right now, but not completely out of reach.
Yeah, okay, so this is like an interesting thing, right?
Right now, but
Okay, a little bit back. So before, Napier has shown out that he can do this like roll thing and launch her for it, right? And it happened almost as like it happened after I think 1 or 2 projectiles. So Shona reenacts the
a
situation,
little bit of a life
one,
deficit right now, but not
and then waits outside the range to see if Napier is going to take the bait. Napier does take the bait,
completely out of reach.
and the punish happens.
All right, we'll see what can happen with back two.
Back two.
Mm-mm.
It's a rising fan again. And Napier doesn't
Block.
access that fatal
Okay,
blow.
takes
All he needs
takes the
is
turn.
to seal the deal.
It's the,
Oh,
you know,
man,
Oh, the
oh,
drop,
she didn't get the, she
no,
didn't get the
but
kill.
she didn't kill.
I don't think
Still got a
Shona was
punish, but-
ready for that herself.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
the
fine.
trade.
Still got the
Yeah,
she
it's
still
not
gets
bad.
the
That was a scramble
the
if I've
conversion,
ever
so to
seen
speak.
one. That was panic at both ends.
Yeah, man. I mean, the knockdown advantage that you get from that mid arrow is definitely like
Oh man.
most of the time it's going to be pretty unfavorable for the person on the trade. On the other end of it, you know, on the receiving end. Good challenge.
Okay, kind of
Working that
of a
pursuit.
poke war to try and get the
Grab at
the
moment,
turn back and
switching the
forth.
sides. Thing is, Shona does have to be quite careful at the moment. 'Cause that
Okay, a
was-
launcher.
Napier's been doing it pretty consistently. The 1-1 finishes the string, was going for the cancel.
There we go. That was good patience. Not falling for the shimmy and then interrupting straight away.
Beautiful. I think that might be.
Oh,
my
and
God,
another
that
one.
is
This
so
time without
fast.
any like reaction. He just kind of did it to stop her from walking forward.
At the moment.
Kind of a big
Another
call, but
Beautiful cancel.
yeah. See, you can interrupt the side,
Wow.
the meter burn side, if you're ready for it.
That dead?
That is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
no
like
defense.
that.
And Napier goes on the
Two
2-0.
up to Ed Napier right now. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff.
Well,
You know,
I mean,
I
that
think
was a
this-
lot closer. It's happier like that. It's so fast. It's implemented so well in you know, just more stuff to do with the recent patch.
But now we are on to possibly our final game at the moment. Ultimately, it comes down to Shona's own adaptation to maybe close this gap, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Napier is like carrying a lot of momentum at the moment, and oh, you know what? That's beautiful stuff right there. That's
Good job.
free 24% on the board.
Shona's gonna have to pull momentum right now, and she can do that with Highborn.
I was expecting a breakaway as well, as quite unfortunate. Right now,
Nice, nice throw.
you know, life points are in
Life points. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, this last hit in the string, right? So when she does the string, this hop is actually flawless blockable. So you have to know as an attacker that you're taking a risk. And now the risk is much bigger if your opponent has two bars, one defensive, one offensive, to actually flawless block and launch you for it. But they can still punish you, I think, if the frame data hasn't changed, by flawless blocking and just, you know, hitting the button to punish you. But in this case, Napier doesn't do it,
A lot of use.
so she's safe.
Oh,
Good block.
you have a heavy coming. You'll grab. Keeping it simple. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
goes for the cancel. Really, really good stuff. I'm happy with the cancel at the moment. And expecting breakaway again. I'm fully
that caught the roll.
expecting. Oh, the
Shona just
double roll.
splurging that meter. Spend it.
Yeah, just letting it go to the wind. I was
Okay,
expecting it,
takes
but
the
it was
throw.
only a matter of time. I felt
Set
the
point
blows
for
and-
Napier.
Good stuff. Shona definitely has. It seems like she's a little bit nervous at the moment. A little bit nervous, which is fair enough. Nappy is like playing.
I mean,
really
it's
well.
Shaman, right? Like, if you don't really know what Shaman does too much, it's gonna be really like, it's gonna throw you off. It's part of the lie. Very, a variation you just don't really see much. Not until recently.
Wow.
no, it's,
Running
I
a
think it
train
goes
right
to
now.
show, like, what the
Overhead,
big
nice
changes
block.
are
She
with
can take a
this
turn.
patch that has come out.
Meet a
There's been
burn
lot
to
of,
kind of give it a peekaboo, give him a
variations
peekaboo.
that were otherwise
Moment,
kind of
gets a
under the
throw. He can
radar now
breathe
finally
now. Nice. The hard read. That was a hard read. I'm 100% sure that was not a reaction on the fireball.
Not falling for that
And
full
now
effect
see
as
that
well,
the
really,
pace is
because
much
we know that is
much
gonna be a big
faster.
source of damage for Nightwolf.
Shona does
Now
have
they're
access
both
to that
considering
fatal
their
blow right
options.
now. Commit the
They're
string, no good.
both
Can't
like
reset.
near
Find
to
this
fatal
time.
blow.
Goes for the kick. Oh,
It does.
let's
It,
go.
seeing this situation, right? This is like to understand the concept of awareness in fighting games, right? So Shauna goes for a teleport, right? Under to go on top, right? Now there is a big thing to keep an eye on right now, and is the fact that Napier does not have Fatal Blow available. The thing is not ready, is not read yet, and so on. So when this teleport comes in, and there's a meter burn into the Sai to keep him under frame advantage, the worst thing that can happen is you get interrupted normally. But this is hard to do. This can be super easy to do due to the gap if he has Fatal Blow, because it doesn't have to think. It just has to press the button. The armor will deal with anything in case it happens, and you get the punish. So two very different situations there if the Fatal Blow would have been available.
About this time. Goes for the
So
kick.
see?
Oh, let's go.
Really close in health right now. Gotta be
Yep.
careful.
Oh,
Down two
down
punish.
two.
Oh, rolling just through.
Oh, she's
Oh!
betting it. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, she really bet it
Oh.
all.
Yeah, that
Straight
was a
on
big,
that.
big bet
And
that did
yo,
not
Holly
pay out.
Spice Wolf as well with a gifted sub to Cosmic Andy. Thank you very much. Also, what's up, Andy? How you doing? Appreciate the follows and all the subs and all the support. All you people
Speaking
in the
of
chat.
follows, actually go and follow Falcon at Shavk, as you can see here, right? He is the one that, of course, streamed this whole thing and did the production. The guys that did the what's it called, the content, of course, like put a lot of work, and this would have not been possible if I didn't get permission. So it was very kind of them to give me permission. So
viewers.
please support them.
Big ups to you guys.
There's a lot of
And,
3-0s.
yeah, and Napier
And
moving
then
on
again, it's
3-0
pools, so
with a very
it's probably like a little bit more
Smalls.
common, I would say.
speak for yourself. Gonna be V3 Fujin. So
Oh.
I'm super
For a
interested
second,
to
I
see
was
how
like,
Napier
red.
will
Is
do
that a
this,
Scarlet?
because
No,
I
it's a
really
red
see it.
Robocop.
I do not know whom I can trust here.
You may start with me, Alex Murphy.
How do you know my name?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, how can I trust you if you already know my name?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, down three. Ah, so this is variation 2 of Robocop as well.
Yeah.
Maybe go back in. Go for the back two.
Yeah, so this looks a bit difficult for Fujin. And I am wondering when this range with the air movement is going to be considered. I don't know if if he still has like this movement in this variation, but we'll see it
Forward roll.
at some point.
It's clipped a bit.
No,
Ooh, that
it's
Yeah,
just like
that-
pushing him back to the
already
corner, so it's
fantastic
probably a
Nicolas
different
here.
variation. Okay.
Man, it's OG Greek player as well, man. Played as well with the GGA squad.
Seeing a
Nivek,
lot of
super,
grenade
super
subs at
good
the moment
player as
going
well.
for- Ooh,
Oh, that fuzzy dunk.
With a new character, of course. So he might be adapting to different tools, might be learning things and so on.
Commit the string, ends up lasting.
Gets a
Oh,
fatal,
man.
the crashing
3-1.
blow.
Beautiful doesn't choose to enhance it. Wise choice. Beautiful neutral. Never. But, oh,
Okay,
brings it
wow.
back for Hurricane Chaos.
Goes really high. It's Marvel, baby.
Enhances it, gives plus range, but, oh,
The vertical
pressing
thing.
button afterwards.
Oh,
And the
back throw out of the
for
corner.
for the throw
Okay.
technique there. Now he's gonna keep pushing him.
Yeah, but Nivek being really wise with his spacing at the moment, of course, with the back two, and then you do have the back two for one punch.
Okay, he's going for the
Oh,
chip,
commits
maybe.
to it. Oh,
No,
Finish.
okay.
Oh,
And
mistake
the
as well.
background
I
changes
definitely-
onto the haunted forest.
The retrocade is so good. It is so good.
Yeah, dude, seriously, easily one of the best stages in this game, if not the best.
Yeah.
We talk about that classic music, because how goated is that?
the question is, can I stream hear it this time?
I turned up the music.
Good.
Using that
Nice.
into the win push. That's really, really cool.
And yeah, you can see that Canaper is trying to keep Nivek away. Doesn't want him close. In this variation, I'm assuming he will have a little bit of a better offensive game rather than keep away game or movement game.
But the stubby limbs of Robocop.
Yo, he just slid straight underneath his body. The throw tag. Shout out to the MK Deception stand in the background.
No.
Sick
Fair
game.
enough, get yourself out of there. Honestly, it seems like a really ghetto jail free for when you're not playing against Teleporter.
And those gunshots throwing down those bombs as well. Just gonna try and keep that space. Opts to move in.
Ball gets clipped to the overhead of the forward 2-1-2. Nice.
Okay. Pretty
Oh,
like
slides right under
neutral
it, but
game right
unfortunately
now. Ooh.
Yo, Dream.
And you have to take the next hit unless you flawless block.
Oh, slides under it.
And I don't even know if you can flawless block the whole like
Here, dangerous territory.
string into the flamethrower. So it's going for the ship as you can see.
Oh, one more touch. Oh, he's going for the fatal blow. There it is.
Wow, the hesitation from the fireball actually got him
My
killed.
man was sliding, and then he went for it again.
That is a feels bad moment. But God, I knew it was coming because it's so
And
good
as you can
well,
see, when the
like,
fatal blow happened, the
It's a huge
time
cancel
kind
window,
of stopped.
doesn't it?
I think,
it's
at
not-
least.
it's not
Let me
just
have a
that
look.
it completely lowers the hurt box.
The throw tag. The throw tag. Spawns everyone from Jamestown. And,
Oh,
thank you as
slides
well,
under it.
Follows.
Oh, and
So
it-
yeah, he
Yeah,
gets the
right here,
conversion
dangerous
now.
territory. Is that gonna get chipped out? No, he doesn't.
Oh, one more touch. Oh, he's going for the fatal blow.
Yeah, see? Time stops.
Oh, there it is.
So you can also use it to kill time
My
on
man was sliding, and then he went for it again.
on hit. No Robo
That's a
Scarlet. Yeah,
feels
that sucks,
bad
right?
moment. Like, God, I knew it was coming because it's so good as well. Like,
I
it's
mean,
4-3.
4-3 is a huge cancel window on it, doesn't it?
It's not just that. It completely lowers the hurt box. It can go under.
You can trust me. Low profile your gunshots. That should be. So now Robocop's
Oh,
jump
shit.
kick. You can trust me. Low profile your gunshots. That should be a lot lower to the ground. I'm still gonna low profile.
Yeah, slid under it.
That's a feel.
Sliding
That's
in your
I mean,
DMs
that's so
like-
funny though. It looks visually funny.
Oh, it's great. It looks like we're back in a retrocade once again. But I'm pretty sure that's a down four.
Okay.
I'm still learning the buttons. Nice neutral back there at the moment. A lot of patience being shown from Nivek. Just wanting to clip, slowly
Ooh,
itch his
the
way in.
max range 4-3.
Oh, another one.
Good whip punish.
1-1.
Nice.
Oh, he
Damn.
got it super early on. There it is. Just for the grab.
Gets a throw.
Grab the hold this, put in the corner. There's Lindy. Oh no.
And
that's unfortunate.
whiff punish as
Forward
well on the knee.
3-2, I believe. Forward advancing as well. Very good strength.
Opposite trade with a jump kick. So now Robocop's jump kick is it's a very interesting thing, right? It looks like it should have a really huge range, but I feel like it doesn't really work most of the time as intended.
See, he's on force push at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that back two into the force push, really annoying stuff. I love how he's using the max range of it.
The thing is,
Yeah,
doesn't do
really
a
hard
lot
to
of
deal with
damage,
because you also have to
but it's just
consider the
based
meter
on, like,
burn.
literally luring in your opponent
How
with
many
just
hits they
one
are?
back
Where do
out
they
there.
come
You get
from?
very,
What's the blocks done?
I would say
Annoying as
overwhelming,
fuck, I
but
guess.
it's just a lot going
Yeah,
on.
goes for
Very
the
smart stuff from Nivek
for the chip.
forward into the tornado kicks.
Just like that. I mean,
I mean, it also puts Caniper back in the corner, which is really where Nivek seems to be quite comfortable with just kind of keeping his opponent always in his reach.
that's true. I mean, Nivek probably not too happy with the force push not really doing any damage.
Okay,
Still
hard
damage all the
knockdown.
same.
Yo,
20%.
that is
Champs
something
over
we need to
the
talk about as well.
low.
Fujin's movement is cracked. It is so good.
It is so crazy. Oh no, doesn't enhance it as well.
As mentioned, I don't know a lot about these characters because they're new. That's why the analysis is a little bit less.
no,
Oh, that could have been punished, but
That's
he
one of
didn't
the
go with the
strange things
low.
about that string. There's
So
so much
the
gravity
the
on it.
well, the timing was wrong, but also a light, a crouching one would have not been ducked, so to
Really
speak.
generous range on that mid string.
Okay,
Oh,
Nivek
mixing the
takes
lads.
game
Doesn't see
2.
friendship? Nope. Forward break said, who needs friendship when you can just break the shins?
And that forward 3 is going to be the stuff of nightmares. You just give it a while. I have a hard time kind of
Okay,
dealing
so-
with that push. Like, it's seems like Nivek's been
Will
able to
Nivek get the
space him
3-0
out
here?
appropriately, like he's just able to keep him where he wants. Right now, Canada does have the healthy. These aren't very hard hits. The back to itself does do a lot
Nice.
of damage.
So you can see that like the range for the wind push, so to speak, thing is basically this, right? More or less. So if Robocop stays out of that range, it can actually not have to worry about the wind push.
In the face of zoning. Right there, you see the mid gunshot being low profiled by that 4-3.
See if we can see it again once they go back to
being far more aggressive
to neutral.
round instead of wanting
like to
play
firebolt
spaces.
zoning.
Ultimately, where Nivek just seems to be getting
Oh,
these
nice. We
somewhat
punish.
small
Probably
hits
not gonna
that
see
will
it
tick
again.
up over time. It's good
Okay, now he's out of range. See? Like, this is the range that I was talking about. From here, the wind push most likely will finish here, so he can stay, kind of like navigate that range. Oh no! Maybe there's a heavy version, I don't know about it.
moment.
Yeah, but see, that is now entered the range, so this is like scary for Robocop because he can get staggered by the wind push.
Nice.
Frame
Just frame
advantage.
what's gonna be. Oh, goes for the
Oh,
parry.
holds it.
Oh, throws himself in the corner. Oh, doesn't choose to finish the string off the retreat. Nice.
Nivek's
Nivek has
got
a
Got a bit of work to do.
Oh,
Wow, down
Oh,
two.
Disrupted.
That's punishable,
really
super
good
punishable,
move,
that
really
slide,
showing off
but they
the
don't know yet.
kind of not out of
Or
shit,
the,
showing a
it's in
lot of
practice.
Ooh, he could have had it
probably.
all right there.
Oh no, that is unfortunate.
So, fatal blow animation.
Once
That is
again,
that's wild.
he shot in the face. I don't remember that happening.
I will not fail.
Also, hello Dreamy, thanks to you for coming back and watching this interesting stream. Oh, there's a forward three. Forward three, one.
Tried to get that KB.
Oh, funny shot with the rocket. The grenade launcher jumps over it.
Oh, yeah, he tried to space it out.
Nice.
Eats that karate chop straight to the cranium.
See, one thing that I want to talk about actually, just there, if I can get it, the fireball interaction.
Watching this.
When he throws the
interesting
grenade.
stream. Oh, there's a forward three. Forward three, one.
So-
Tried to get that KB.
Funny shot.
Here, right, this grenade, right, whatever it is, there, or whatever, is gonna have a delayed explosion, right? The delayed explosion is gonna be like here or whatever. So what you're expecting your opponent to do to avoid that, unless they want to take the block, is either move forward or jump forward, right? You can use this, which is a delayed interaction, to exploit basically this will by either making your way in or be ready to air. So this is like quite important. The fact that an interaction doesn't hit. Now it's actually under 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll finish this one and then we watch it.
Rocket. The grenade launcher jumps over it.
Because there's gonna be
Oh,
some
tried to
form of
space it out.
intro or
Eats that
whatever,
karate
right?
chop
So
straight to the cranium, dude.
Expecting the wake up as well, but for the parry. Last frame, what's it gonna be? So place it back.
to be honest, I'm not expecting more than Samsho character and more Metal Slug, but hopefully I'll be
Good with contesting against
surprised.
what this Robocop variation is all about.
That's true, but it's like I feel like because he just doesn't get the damage on the push, right? He's able to make a lot of things safe though. He's able to keep him out of range. just by
Nice
breaking
tech.
the
Oh, finds like meter burns it to avoid the slide. Fatal, not fatal. Crushing blow. Now no escape from the like breakaway.
Very, very
Both of them now have fatal blow, so the dynamics instantly change.
But now has access to a fatal blow of his own because
Okay,
the
GG.
hurricane kicks that
Oh no,
in.
he cannot convert from it into fatal blow. I thought he had like a way to convert it. Yeah, and now the what's it called? The chip damage is affected.
This is the time to zone him. You gotta watch out for the 4-3.
Yeah.
And actually, Canaper manages to stay alive.
That was
Good job.
very, very close. Ooh, I didn't realize that his gun was crimson as well. It's good. It's a giant rocket, my goodness me, grenade launchers. Of course, this variation completely designed to keep out your opponent. But the one thing that we haven't actually seen just yet is the gunshot from Canaper really be
Damn.
effective on Nivek with landing that.
And now
you know, to
the
stick to
zoning
the
with
blow-up
the
crushing
wind
blow.
push.
And yes, I did
God.
say that. I can now say that.
I felt that.
Okay, Canifer getting out of the
Oh,
corner.
rocket. Not
No
gonna jail,
challenge
crouching
on the
forward.
high rocket. Well, didn't react to it. Wasn't expecting it probably. These slides are all heavily punishable. They're just like not
Oh,
used
slides
to
right
it
under
right
it.
now.
Bro, Sergey, how are you saying nerf Robocop when he's just come out?
Sounds like someone's being Robocop to me.
Lol.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
it.
and she caught him with the last couple of
Okay, so we're gonna stop for now and watch this SNK thing. Oh, the answer. So I was saying, yeah, we're gonna put the